It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Teofimo Lopez. He's 5 foot.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York in the United States, an electrifying 2-division champion of the world known as the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United Kingdom, wearing the black trunks trimmed with black, the Dancer.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Well done with that counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Now I'm gonna get a hold it right there. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. A perfect counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
These two were made for each other. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That uppercut misses. Did you see that? An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. And the Dancer has been dropped. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw it.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get this boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 2. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
That counter shot lands. fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he scores with the counter. A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Just misses with that uppercut. Tried to score with a jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Teofimo in some real trouble here. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring up.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. He blocks the right hook. There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They exchange punches. It's all offense all the time. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Do you believe what we are seeing? There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to...
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The perfect counter lands. Which fighter will say no mas? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Hold that thought! And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Good counter punching. One punch could change everything in this battle. Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
How about that time counter shot? Nice stop, but that won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a knockout, you can tell. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Let's start the sixth. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, leave.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Lopez is dazed. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know this.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? A chance to make history. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to trade shots. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These two fighters are made for one another. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
It's bombs away. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges...
There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Hold that thought, and the party is over. No more dancing for the dancer. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.